I'm so patriotic about South Africa, and so when teammates come here for their first time, I'm so excited for them to see everything and get a taste of what we live on the day to day. Probably community. I think of that like Kloof Corner section on the Friday evening where the 100-miler runners are coming up at sunset and everyone's there cheering. I think that's always a highlight for me. So I think of community in that probably. As I say, I think because I was injured so long, like the motivation to train is just so high. So I feel like every day I wake up and I'm just frothing. I suppose running at home is always very special. I don't get the opportunity very often, and especially like this race, I pretty much ran out the door to the start, which is a wild concept. And I'm very grateful because it feels like the dream. Like I'm living the dream I never knew I wanted to live.
Bianca, welcome back to the Trail Chasers, although I feel like you should say I'm welcome to me because we're in your...
Welcome to my crib.
Yeah. I think the last time we chatted was UTCT last year, or last time we interviewed. So take me back. You did the 35 last year.
I did the 23.
23 last year.
25,
Okay.
20.
Yes. We chatted last year about you doing the... So you did 35, went back to the 23. How did that go last year?
Yeah, it was fun. I think at the end of last year, I was quite burnt out coming back from Europe. And so I wanted to just keep it short and be able to support throughout the weekend.
Yeah.
Which is, why I decided on the 23. And it went really great. I was super happy. It was fast, which I was excited to do, a shorter, faster race, and it meant that I had a lot of energy for the rest of the weekend and could support my teammates and friends. So no, all in all, it was a really good experience. I wouldn't have changed it for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I say UTCT, what is the first thing that kind of comes to mind?
Probably community.
Yeah.
I think of that like Kloof Corner section on the Friday evening where the 100-miler runners are coming up at sunset and everyone's there cheering. I think that's always a highlight for me. So I think of community in that probably.
And, coming into this year, what were the expectations for this year in terms of your whole year? And you've obviously had a bit of ups and downs. So how's the year gone overall?
The year's been an interesting one. I think overall it's been very successful, although I'd say, so I did Tarawera in the beginning of the year in February, and then that went really, really, really well. I had probably one of my best races yet, but I got a really bad injury from that race, and so pretty much from February until mid-July, I was out with an injury. I did Mont Blanc Half Marathon, which also actually went really well.
Yeah.
But those were the only two races I had done pretty much this whole year until I did Otter. And then that obviously went really, really well as well. So it's been a tricky year, but also when I have raced, it's been really successful. And I think been a lot of mental breakthroughs and all of that type of stuff. So I'd say overall it's been really good. My expectation for UTCT is none really.
Yeah.
There's a lot of curiosity, but I'd say that's kind of what I've been holding on to a lot throughout this year is this curiosity instead of an expectation.
Yeah. And Tarawera, how was that? Totally different experience, new country.
Yeah, so that was in New Zealand. It was crazy. I loved it. New Zealand is very cool. I'd say more similar to South Africa than what I found but European countries to be. A lot more of a community feel, a bit more like low level, kind of just like for the fun, which I really resonate with. So I enjoyed it a lot. It was, it's such a beautiful place. And the race itself is a really, really fun course. It's very fast. It's a 52K, so it's kind of similar to UTCT, but really fast. So it took like 3 hours 45 versus what I imagine this race will take, 6 hours. But it was a good introduction into the ultra distance.
Yes.
So I loved it. It was really fun.
Yeah. And I think we did mention last year when we were chatting about, you wanting to kind of slowly step up into the longer distances. You seem to have transitioned quite well this year. So how has the transition been?
Yeah, it's been fun. I'd say like it hasn't been such a change from marathon distance training, at least for this UTCT build-up, probably because I did Otter, which was only actually like 6 weeks ago. And so I haven't had a massive block since then to build up very big for UTCT. But I definitely feel ready. Definitely in general, the volume has been increased quite a bit overall. But I've enjoyed it. It's been cool. It's definitely had to manage my energy a bit more, be a bit more mindful of not doing a lot of extra, because I suppose when the volume goes up, you've just got less energy for other stuff. So that's been something I've had to adjust to a little bit more. But no, I've really enjoyed it. I'm super curious. I don't know if I'll do a lot of ultras per year, but I think Tarawera and UTCT, like 2 a year, feels pretty good. So yeah, I'm excited to see how
Yeah.
it goes.
And how did Otter go?
Yeah, Otter went well.
Yeah.
Otter was really good. I think, yeah, I suppose I was injured for so long. I got to that race and I just had so much motivation. It's one of my favorite races, probably my favorite race. It's so beautiful, and also just the community there is very special. But the trail itself is, yeah, I mean, you can't really compare it to anything.
Yeah.
So I just really, really love it. And I think, yeah, a combination of things meant that I was ready to have a good day, and I was really happy to have got that, because I suppose, yeah, even if your training's been good and you're mentally feeling ready, it doesn't always translate to a perfect race. And
Yeah.
I feel like that was probably as close to a perfect race as I've had in a long time. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot.
And do you think you're just getting better and better on that course, just becoming more familiar with it, and it's just...
Yeah, I suppose so. Otter's I mean, if anyone's done Otter, you know, it's a really treacherous course, and I think the more experience you have, the better you become at it if you choose to learn each experience. And so, yeah, I'd say, yeah, I'm more comfortable, know how to feel better on the course, because there's a lot of up and down and technicality. So like knowing how to feel effectively is really useful. I think, yeah, again, just had a lot of mental breakthroughs through the year and through the years. So I think that's paid off as well. And then, yeah, I suppose just getting stronger and stronger every year, which is the goal. Just
Yeah.
slow progress. So
Yeah. And your running profile seems to have risen quite. I mean, it was already quite high, but it seems to have risen even higher this year.
yeah.
I mean, cover of Runner's World magazine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So how's that kind of adjusted and changed? And do you feel like you're at that level getting higher?
Yeah, I'd say I definitely feel like I'm stepping up. It feels pretty natural though. I don't think anything has changed for me really. Still just doing what I love and enjoying the process above everything. And yeah, but it's cool. It's exciting. I'd say I'm just feeling really excited for the future, because I think this year showed me that I've still got a lot to give, and it's still got a long way to go. And I'm just loving it so much. So it's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, going back to UTCT, you chatted a little bit about the kind of specific training. So what is that kind of involved in terms of stepping up the distance and, new route, new challenge? What is that kind of involved in your training?
I suppose, as I said, I haven't had like such a massive block that's been designated to UTCT. So it's kind of been like the combination of the Otter block and UTCT. I'd say the focus has been on just a lot longer runs. So, like before this year, I'd probably do a max longest run of 3.5 hours. So step that up a bit this year. And then I suppose like when you start to go longer in races, the intensity kind of drops in your training. So I haven't been doing super high intensity workouts, but a lot of bigger workouts at like threshold kind of effort, and like kind of back-to-back days, which has been, yeah, definitely different. I've really enjoyed it as well. I think yeah, I kind of like the style of training where it's not like super hard, but like 2 days of kind of hard running is fun and a challenge, a new challenge. So it's been, yeah, definitely a lot of new stimuli, which has been, yeah, exciting, and I've enjoyed it a lot. And as I said, I think because I was injured so long, like the motivation to train is just so high. So I just really, I feel like every day I wake up and I'm just frothing.
Yeah. Okay, that's amazing.
Yeah. Like long may it continue.
And what are you most excited about the race? What are you looking forward to?
I suppose running at home is always very special. I don't get the opportunity very often, and especially like this race, I pretty much run out the door to the start line, which is a wild concept. So running from home, running with so many friends. I've got a lot of friends that are here doing the race. A lot of like friends that don't even really run are running, which is amazing. So that aspect, having obviously like family and friends out supporting always is huge for me. And then the route itself, I've recce'd it not a few times. I've recce'd the whole course now. And it's a really fun course. Like the first section is obviously super technical and quite slow going, but the second part you can really open up and run quite well. And so I'm excited for that because it suits my style of racing. Like I generally am someone that starts quite conservative and builds up into races, and so the profile of this seems to match that kind of style. So I think it'll be cool. I suppose, as I said, I haven't raced a race like this. The longest race I've done is 5 hours.
Yeah.
So this will be whole new territory for
Sure.
me. So definitely a little bit of nerves, but I'd say mostly just very curious to see how it goes.
Yeah.
And yeah, excited for a new challenge.
Yeah. And you did mention that about kind of rolling out of bed, or literally start is down the road from here.
Yeah,
So how does that gonna feel? How does that feel? You know,
I
is
mean, I don't know. I've never done it before. We'll have to
yeah.
see. I hope I don't oversleep or something. I know. I think it'll be really nice. I'm supposed to be able to like go to the toilet a million times at home.
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
That's always the biggest struggle before a race, like standing in those lines for the toilets. Now I can
Yeah.
take a toilet here.
Yeah.
No, I think it'll be really cool. It's such a beautiful place as well. So to be able to start here is very special.
Yeah. And like obviously you mentioned at home, family, friends, but how's the pressure with that, with racing at home?
Um, yeah, I'd say like this year has been quite a shift for me, and that like I haven't felt the pressure like I have in previous years. For sure, there's a bit, but I think pressure is what you put on yourself, and so I
Yeah.
think I've worked a lot on trying to alleviate that. And so for now, I don't feel much pressure.
Yeah.
Let's see next week. I suppose race week's always a different thing, and the nerves start building. Yeah, I think wherever I race, I want to do equally as well, and I want to do my best. And so just try not let the noise get to you as much. Is
Yeah.
my kind of new way of thinking. And so yeah, I just try to cut that all out as much as I can before Ottawa. I think I mentioned that social
Yes.
media. I kind of went off of social media and I do
Yeah.
stuff like that where I don't let that stuff get to me, or I try not to let it get to me, and set myself up in ways so that I just remain quite present and on the task at hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for now, I feel pretty chilled.
Yeah.
Let's see next week. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it'll be good.
And have you started the taper now, or you've still got big training, or you done?
Yeah, no, I've started the taper. I've got like one more workout, but it's pretty moderate.
Yeah.
In general, I started the taper though, so it's basically just easy running, a lot of sleeping, a lot of eating,
Yeah.
a lot of trying to do as little as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what makes Table Mountain so special, for you?
Sure, so much. It's
Yeah.
so unique, I think.
Yeah.
It's so different to anything I've experienced elsewhere. I think having like the mountain and ocean right next to each other is very cool. Something that, really resonates very strongly with me because I'm very much a mountain and ocean person.
Yeah.
And so I love that. And then, the Fynbos obviously is amazing. Every time I'm on the mountain, I'm just frothing at all the flowers.
Yeah.
Like the smells you get, they're so crazy. So it's obviously just so beautiful and very unique. The trails are wild, which is also quite different to when I've raced in Europe. It's a lot more manicured, and
Yeah.
even though I say I don't like technical running, I do enjoy that aspect where it's you just feel a lot more in tune with nature and just more wild, which is cool.
Yeah. And obviously the event is sponsored by Terex, and the 55 particularly seems to be like the Terex flagship race.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen on the ladies' side. I mean, they announced the men's side today, but it's pretty much the entire team who's doing the 55. So is that like an end of year kind of thing, or is it just?
Yeah.
And how's that going to be like racing, with all your kind of teammates?
Oh, I think it's really cool. I think, it's always a tricky time of year to race at the end of the year.
Yeah.
A lot of people are quite tired, and so I think that's probably why more people are opting for the slightly shorter distances versus like the 100K and the 100 miler.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, 55K is not short.
Yeah,
by any
especially
means.
here.
Yeah. But I think it's like, as I was saying, it's like a really cool route profile, and the 35 is obviously just really technical. So I think it attracts more people, the 55K. I think it'll be really cool racing with so many teammates. As I said, I think that's a big part of the reason I'm feeling super excited to share it with like so many friends and teammates. Come up as like a big force.
Yeah.
It definitely has an impact, so it'll be fun.
Yeah. And what's it like seeing, the guys that are coming here for the first time, what's it like seeing, their reactions and to Table Mountain and to the route?
Yeah, no, it's cool. I mean, I love it. I'm so patriotic about South Africa, and so when teammates come here for their first time, I'm so excited for them to see everything and like get a taste of what we live on the day to day. It's very special, and it's very cool that Terex has made an effort to bring a team here every year because South Africa is such a special place and very unique, and
Yeah.
it's cool that people are having the opportunity to come and see that for themselves.
Yeah. And obviously you've done a couple of the UTCT events over the years. How do you kind of reflect on the growth of the race, and I suppose the growth of yourself personally, through the years?
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, when I first did UTCT, it was nothing like it is today.
Yeah.
Uh, I think trail running as a whole is just growing and growing, and there's a lot more money being put into it, which is, very, very cool for brands, for myself. Trail running is and running in general is such a great sport because it can be very inclusive. Because I mean, all you need is a pair of shoes really to run. Obviously, trail running becomes a bit more complex with like compulsory gear and that type of thing, but it's cool to see a sport like that where there is the opportunity for it to be inclusive, to becoming bigger and bigger, and then more opportunities for especially like more developmental people who are very, very talented and have a lot of potential. Now that there is going to be opportunity for them to make money from this thing is it's incredible. So it's very exciting, and I'm very grateful to be a part of that growth.
Yeah. Did you ever think that you would be, running a race on Table Mountain, with a professional team behind you, cover of Runner's World, like did you ever imagine that in your mind?
Never. I had no idea what I was going to be when I was older. I think I thought I was going to be a doctor. So no, professional trail running was never anything that I would have imagined coming true or being my reality. And I'm very grateful because it feels like the dream, like I'm living the dream that I never knew I wanted to live. And I couldn't imagine a better life at this point. So I'm very happy, very grateful.
Yeah. And when you think of the community and the supporters and volunteers, that's around UTCT, what kind of comes to mind, in terms of that?
Um, it's just like a lot of love. Hey, you really feel
Yeah.
it. I feel I feel a lot of love and support when I'm out racing, and even when in years I haven't been racing and I've just supported it. You really feel the love and the stoke that everyone has for each other, and I think people genuinely care for each other, and competitors and the people racing, and so it feels very just like a lot of love.
Yeah. And how exciting is it that UTCT and Cape Town and South Africa is attracting, such a caliber of, trail runner?
Yeah. No, it's incredible. As I said, it's
Yeah.
so cool for these people to have the opportunity to come and see this beautiful place that we all get to live in. And really cool that UTCT has opened that door for a lot of people.
Yeah. And, what would success look like, in the race next Friday?
Success would be getting the most out of myself, whatever day I'm given, problem solving,
Yeah.
and just like navigating the highs and the lows, I think, and just being proud of myself when I get to the finish line. I'd say that would be success.
Yeah. First thing you're going to do when you cross the finish line?
First thing, probably like a hug Rob, hug my
Yeah.
family, hug my little puppy, and then probably just lie down for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
If I keep cold, because I imagine it's going to be super hot, probably have one of those Jack Black or Radlers because it's off season, so
Yeah.
start to celebrate. Probably not very much though. I'm always super ambitious before races. I'm like, I'm gonna go to the after party and do this and this.
Yeah.
And like I have all these plans, and then after races, I feel so sick. I just end up doing nothing.
Yeah.
So it's probably gonna be that, but we'll see.
Yeah. Kloof
Hopefully
Corner
not.
Friday
I'd love
night.
to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my ideal would be going up Kloof Corner Friday night, but who knows with how I feel after an ultra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plans for next year, have they started coming together or?
I'm gonna do OCC next year.
Okay,
So
amazing.
TMB, yeah. That's actually why I went to Tarawera this year to qualify.
Okay,
So
incredible.
that'll be my A race for sure. And then haven't really figured out the rest of the year. I kind of like to finish my last race of the season and then kind of start thinking about the next year. So once UTCT is behind me, I'll start thinking about next year. But for now, all I know is OCC is the main goal, and kind of everything will fall around that other races wise.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Good luck. I'm very excited to see you tackle the 55,
Yeah.
and I'm sure it's going to be an amazing day.
Thanks so much. Thanks for having me.
Sure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.